Hello, my lovely Virgos. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So we are going to be doing your December weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and they are on sale for the holiday season. You can receive a recorded reading, recorded video reading, 1 question for $10, 4 questions for $30, or a Zoom reading for $45. And everything that you'll need to know about scheduling is in the description box below for you. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my lovely Virgos, please. May the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Virgo's energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what we've got going on for you. Woo. You have the Hermit in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys could be receiving a message, and I do feel like this is somebody, we'll have to take a look. Either you've been missing this person or they've been missing you. Maybe it's both. Okay, maybe it's both. We're going to have to take a look and see. But I do feel like you guys are going to be being the ones on the receiving end, especially with that Hermit in the reverse too. To me, that could be like breaking the silence, especially after a period of no communication, right? I do feel like there's a part of you that is happy to hear from this person. Even if it is a small part, we'll have to take a look and see. I do feel like you've been out of communication for a while, or it could, you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, so you've either been out of communication for a while, or the communication ended very suddenly. So either they've been missing you, you've been missing them. Either way, you're about to hear from them, Virgo. You got the High Priestess with the 4 of Wands. Like I said, I think a part of you is happy to hear from them, but there is a little bit of an unknown and a little bit of an uncertainty when it comes to this. So let's get into it. Tell me about this Queen of Cups energy. The 3 of Wands. So that's why somebody is sending somebody out, or sending something out. That's why this person's reaching out. Is I do feel like they just miss you. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're starting to feel a little hopeful or feeling happy to hear from them, is because I think you've missed them too. There's definitely love here between the two of you. The Page of Wands, the 10 of Wands in the reverse. It's almost like it's almost like they had to reach out. It's like they couldn't deal with it anymore. The 10 of Wands, when it's in the upright, is a card of like burdens and feeling very weighed down, like being like at the space where you just can't handle something any longer, right? It's too much. So I feel like that's why they took that step. That's why they reached out, is because they just couldn't anymore. They just couldn't not. They just couldn't not. The King of Wands in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. So I feel like that's what, I feel like they've been really holding themselves back from taking action for a while. I feel like this is not something that they just decided to do on a whim. I think that they've been thinking about this for a while, but it kind of just got to the point where they just did it. They do see you as their divine counterpart. They do see you as their person. You got the King and Queen of Wands here. They recognize where there has been a disconnect between the two of you, because one of them is coming up in the reverse. You got the 10 of Cups here though too. They still have hope. You know, they still have hope for this, especially because the 3 of Wands could be a card of future thinking. You know, so I do feel like they do see a future where you guys are together and you guys are happy. Tell me about this High Priestess. Why is that here? I feel like you're wondering, like, why now? Why now? Why did you reach out now? Why do you take the chance now? The 6 of Pentacles. Why are you suddenly willing to give to this now? So I feel like, and it just depends on what's happened between the two of you, right? What's happened in the past. I do feel like it's a little unexpected. It's a little unexpected for you. And I do feel like it like brings up some like natural suspicions. But the potential here for a beginning, a new beginning, there is the potential here for that. But it's kind of asking, are you willing to give to this? The Six of Pentacles is kind of a equal give and take thing, right? And I feel like that's one of the things that maybe you're not clear about, is if you want to. Mostly because I feel like it does kind of take you by surprise. We got the Four of Wands here. Let's see what that's about. The Two of Cups. The Eight of Cups. So especially if they walked away from you, right? If they walked away from you, it's really adding to those, the lack of understanding of like what's changed and why now. Because I feel like at one point you guys were really, really happy together, but it's like you walked away, you left. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, some of them did. Some of them did leave you and leave you out in the cold. And I feel like things were really good when they left too. Like, I feel like you guys had a really good connection, right? A really strong relationship. And that made it all the more hurtful for you. And that's why you're not understanding what's changed, why they're reaching out now. We got the Moon card here in the reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you need some things cleared up before you know what your next step can be. Before you know what to do. Because I feel like it's a lot all at one time. And you're having to process. And it's bringing up a lot of old wounds too. Right? The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse to me, it can be a card of something taking too long. So maybe it's been a long time. And that's even more adding to it, right? And for others, if it's not that it's taking a long time, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse can also talk about not knowing what the next step is, what the next move is. The Five of Wands in the reverse, I feel like you don't want to, like, you're willing to talk to this person, you're willing to hear them out. You don't want to, like, fight or anything like that with the Five of Wands in the reverse. But at the same time, I feel like you're just not sure. We got the Ten of Pentacles here. I do think at one point you really thought that this was the person that you were going to spend your life with. And then they left. And I feel like you just want to make sure, because I don't feel like you want to go back to the way that it felt when they left the first time. I feel like that's some of the energy that's here as well for you guys. We got the Moon card here in the reverse. The Seven of Wands. So you're definitely on guard when it comes to this person. Like, having a little bit of a defense up. And I think you're just trying to protect yourself here. We got the Empress in the reverse. Because you don't want to feel like you lost it all again. Especially for some of you guys, they could have left for somebody else. I don't think that's the case for most of you, but I do feel like that is for somebody. And if that was the case, like, you want to know about that too. Like, are you just coming back around because that didn't work out? The Eight of Wands. So I do feel like you're going to be having a conversation with this person, but I feel like you are very kind of guarded when it comes to them. You're very defensive, but you need things cleared up. There's a part of you that is happy to hear from this person, but there's another part of you that's very weary or leery when it comes to them. You have a decision to make which path you're going to choose here. And I feel like this just brings up a lot. You have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, which is kind of like an outpouring of emotion, right? The Five of Cups. It brings up a lot of pain, but the Knight of Cups is here too. So you have a decision to make. This is a very triggering situation for you guys. I do feel like it brings up a lot. So make sure you take the time that you need to for, you to take care of your mental space and your emotions, right? And take the time that you need to process, okay? I can't get you off my mind. Yeah, that's why they broke down and reached out. They just couldn't stop themselves. And hope. I love you. I can't get you off my mind. Hope, and I love you. Treating you right. So wanting to come in, wanting to treat you right. I was scared to reach out. All right. We're going to look at their true intentions. We're going to look at the potential outcome. What are this person's true intentions when it comes to Virgo, please? Get the Four of Pentacles. They know that you're guarded. I feel like they want to get you to let your guard down when it comes to them. They know that you're kind of protecting yourself. I also feel like they're just holding on to you. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They know that you are kind of really protecting your heart, and that they may have missed their opportunity. They may have lost their opportunity with you. I feel like they're worried about that here. The Empress in the reverse, and especially if there was another person involved. But either way, they feel like that that you're not seeing them in a good light anymore, or that you guys have grown, like it's been too much time. You guys have grown too far apart, and you're too protected when it comes to them. What's the potential outcome here? What's the potential outcome here? Knight of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like I don't really even see a set outcome here for you guys. Keep in mind, these are just weekly readings, so these are just where the energy lies for this week coming up. So it does kind of look like to me that you're trying not to rush. You don't want to rush into agreeing to anything or reacting either way, right? I feel like you're really, with this energy, I feel like you're trying really hard to respond and not react, right? And that looks like taking your time, because right now it's like, I'm not sure if I can invest into this or not. I'm not sure if I want to invest any more into this or not. I'm not sure if that's what's best for me to do that, right? And with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, to me, that's just that it's being very emotionally overwhelmed, not being in control over your emotions at all, and just needing the time, the time to process, the time to figure things out, the time to analyze things and see how you feel. So I feel like that's where you guys are going to be at this week. And take the time that you need to for you guys. But this is what I have for you. If it resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you will need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, or Patreon, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason, you guys can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. If you want to come hang out with me on Patreon, we do different types of readings over there. Spiritual growth, financial, as well as love readings, and there's a link for that. And I do have a tarot course open. It's a one-on-one course with me via Zoom. If you want to learn how to read the tarot with me, you can email me for more details. But this is where we part. Thank you for being here and supporting me, and I'm sending so much love and light until next time.